not helpful. Hey guys, last 2 horses. So this is the start. This is Bailey. She is my 8-year-old mare that I've had the longest. Hi, baby. And she's gonna be easy to clean. And then I'll get her partner. She'll stand in front of the fan. Right? Gotta make sure they're soaked before I get them soaked. Then I use a little bit of leave-in conditioner, and they're not gonna get baby powdered because it's already packed, but usually I put a little bit of baby powder in. Alright, tricky stuff. Let's get you sudsed up. Not gonna lie, I did 8 this morning, and I'm going to say I am a little exhausted of getting soaked. Not that I don't usually, I'm not crazy about avoiding being wet, but like, this gets old. Feels like a Friday to me because I had it off. Just that way I could prep horses all day. Pack the trailer again. And then we'll still head off later to get to the fairgrounds. I just got my shoe wet. It was kind of bound to happen. So if you're new, I'm a small Clydesdale breeder farm up in Vermont. It has a spicy page to pay for horses. A little bit of advertisement of that, a little bit of advertisement of the horses. Mostly, I'm gonna wash a few pounds. I only have to do this one's left, and then the one that's in the pasture watching, so it won't be that many. I've already done the other few. Got these very handy dandy gloves. That makes it so it's really nice and easy to wash them. Right? I would love to know how many times I've washed this particular horse in our lifetime. Tell you, it's been quite a few times. She's been with me for 6 years. Countless shows. Sometimes you just give them baths at home just to enjoy them. Miss and Sophie. Then it's on to getting their feet. These are not that dirty today. I'm really gonna cut down on the elbow grease today, so. Well, if there's one thing I have to complain about with this mare is that she's turned sideways. I have no idea why this mare hates being straight on, but she does. It's a real pain in my ass, aren't you? If that's the only thing you're gonna do though, I can't really complain. Don't drop that bump. Hey. What's up? Not your head. Not my head. Extra white spot. And then we move on to the hind. Yeah, this mare is really gorgeous. She's got a beautiful face. Get my hand hose off. This mare pulls mostly. It's not English or Western. If she's more English than she is Western because she directs things. Right? a real business going. The newest saddle that I bought was off of eBay, actually. There's a company in Connecticut that takes in trade-ins and sells their quality saddles on eBay. Stop. Hey, keep your fucking head over. What happened to your neck, Joey? Make my life difficult. Don't move. This is Bailey. She's an 8-year-old Clyde mare. She's got a lovely little bath. Now I'm going to end up getting her with some leave-in conditioner. Hi. This is a new product to me this year that I've absolutely been loving. It doesn't take very much. And it goes a long ways in making their hair super soft and gentle, hoping to prevent any breakage, but also really prevents it from like having staining. It's really good with the staining. Trying not to go too crazy since we're going to show. I want them to sort of flap around, free-breathing, not necessarily the limited damage control that I normally have to do for them. But your baby powder is inside, so. Cuts down on a lot of issues. Kind of glad I got a little bit more with that one than I have been because so it's going to take a little bit more. She's got amazing feathering. She is pregnant currently, and if she ends up producing a baby with who she's bred to, which I'm hoping everything goes well, that she is gonna have one hairy baby. She has really great feathering, and so does the stud. They both have a lot of extra hair to give. So I'm very excited about that. One last gallop, this far one, and then she's actually gonna go get put in front of a fan so she can dry off. Right? They definitely get it better hair treatment than I do. Like, meanwhile, I'm overdue, right? And I'm planning on using some of this in my own hair and seeing how that goes. Okay. So, she is finished for now. Then I'm gonna grab the next one. Right, let's get you set up. This one's Bailey, and the next one's gonna be Raina. And probably have to pack these cross ties. You're gonna be by your daughter. Back up, babe. Don't think Odie likes my new flamingo. Okay. Awesome. So now we are gonna grab, well, we're gonna put the fan going in front of her. There. Now, hello, up in Vermont, small Clydesdale breeder. I have a second mare to wash, and then I need to go through A lot of my horses on this farm are actually related. And this one's daughter is going to be my next one that I need to brush through. She hasn't been out to a show yet this year. Hey, this almost gave me rope burn. So, hey, get you soaked. There we go. So, Raina is actually, well, she was Bailey's teammate 2 years ago. Last year and 2 years ago. That must be. You might be one of the dirtier ones I've done. Unlike Bailey, she is not pregnant this year, which really sucks because she's actually a really well-built hitch mare, and I would love to have had a baby by her. She was supposed to have had a baby last year, and she actually lost the pregnancy, which is why a lot of times when people ask me if they're pregnant, when they're due, we'll see, because this mare lost an embryo at like days shy of being 6 months pregnant. So, she is the last one I have for washing before I head out to the fair. Oh, you're on it. Back up. Oops, right there. Once she is completely soaked, the next part that we end up doing is I actually attach a different thing that's not good. You lost some foot there, babe. Oops, it was already over here. Well, we fill it with soap, and it mixes it on its own. I think this would probably work better for dogs because I have to cover such a big area, but still. You're not getting a halter class. Move on to the back. Their underside. What's going on with that foot? Ray Ray. Good girl. Nice. Over. Good girl. And then we'll end up coming back with the other one to rinse it off. But get my scrubbing gloves on. Look at her body. Put the right glove on, might help. These are what makes it possible in order to wash horses as fast as I can. You hardly have to really work at it. It's just petting your horse. Open hand petting. It'd be really interesting to me if I ever did this like a full mural. I think if you gave me some paint, I could probably paint your horse. But it'd have to be this size. Because that's what I'm used to washing over and over and over, guys. Not a lot of them I can trust the camera that close to them. Raina here, not the most curious batch. Okay. Then we gotta move on to the other side. Does it feel good? What the fuck happened to your foot? Here's the hose. I need some moisture. Yum. Scrumdiddlyocious. So now that they're all scrubbed up, scrub clean. So now I just gotta spray off my hands. Then we're gonna spray off her. Repack the soaping stuff. So she is an 8-year-old Clyde mare. I've owned her for 2 years now, almost to the date. To find some throwback photos of you. She was purchased with her daughter back when I was really good at selling my soul. To go with my other mare, the one that I washed first. And she's a real sweetheart, but now she's my lead mare. So she kind of, I don't know, she moved up from my main girl to now she's out front in the 6-horse hitch. So I can ride her. We did win a class. She's not my choice to ride. No offense, sweetheart. I don't think she really takes offense to that. She does not love being ridden. You can just kind of get to know him a little bit. And her teammate, though, is way classier, a little bit younger, easier to work with. So she only started her riding career at the age of 6-ish, 7. I'm positive I already have more rides on her 3-year-old teammate. So her 3-year-old teammate's going to be the one that I end up riding at this event. So, get my hands out of these gloves. Rinse off. That's what I gotta do. Rinse off a lot. And just when you think you've got them all rinsed off, rinse off even more. Step up. There you go. Here's the 10th Clydesdale that was washed today. It's been kind of a busy day as I prep to head off to the second show of the year. Oops, almost sprayed you guys. Welcome to a very realistic life of the wash rack. You're gonna get sprayed. time. This is a Clydesdale. It's the only one I've seen as a normal comment. Shit, now that I've got you know something. Next part, moisturize. I think your daughter was the third one we did this morning, so. She's officially cleaned off. I'm gonna put her where her daughter is. Actually, did I show off the hose? Ah, wrong order. I'm gonna grab her daughter and go brush through her hair because it's gonna be a flipping disaster, and I don't want to deal with that tomorrow at the show. So, put shorts on. I should have. Actually, embarrassingly, I already washed and dried these pants once today. So I guess I get to do that again. So, I think your daughter's in here. Right? Yep. You know what, actually, one thing I really have to do is I also have to get their hay nets filled. Let's do that. I'm in Vermont. A lot of questions about where. Once more? Okay. Now, the reason I did that is because no matter what, the first pile falls off. But I might as well try to control where it falls. So, I gotta fill some hay nets. Really, realistically, I only need to fill like 4 because they only need to get filled every other. 6. So she moves around. What lawnmower this thing got caught up with, but it is on its last edge. Right? I feed primarily second cut every now and again. If there's some really good first cut available, maybe I'll feed that. But I really prefer second cut. Alfalfa, the works. They're kind of spoiled horses. So. Who has watched the newest Happy Gilmore? Literally just taking this, putting it in here. I was a pretty big fan of the Happy Meal. There's a bowling shirt, probably. Barn shirt. Actually, I think you're right. Isn't it in the armpit or something? Swallow the damn horse. You two been driving each other crazy all day? Gotta say, hay nets are really annoying, but I've basically I've basically like saved a fucking horse's worth of hay using them. So they're annoying, they're time consuming. Time is money, money is time, I don't know, but I hate seeing wasted hay, despite the fact having hay burners. So here I am, trying to make it work. Right? There's 4. Hey guys, I am Itsamandalee from Vermont, where I have a small Clydesdale farm that is funded by my OFH. I'm getting ready to head out to a fair, so I need to pack some hay. You guys can't even see the horse I'm feeding. not take me as long as I thought it would. That's cool. Alright. Let's just put them there. Now I need to take over, move this mare into her daughter's stall. You guys, and we're gonna go we're gonna go brush through this one's hair and trim it up. They aren't typically shown with this long of mane, so I know a lot of people would absolutely cry about what I'm about to do, but I don't like having long manes, so here we go. Hi. How are you? I haven't really played. I did take her out yesterday, I think, for my live. This is Roxanne. She is my 2-year-old. Both her tail and her mane are a disaster right now. So I actually have to process both of them. Let's start with her tail. Oops, I tossed the helmet. Shouldn't do that. It's kind of what ruins helmets. I'm gonna go turn on a light. Easy, baby. So, we're gonna brush through this, which is a lot easier since I put some moisturizer on it, so at least we've got that going for me. Oh, that's a lot easier. I mean, still not something I want to save for tomorrow at the show, when I can just get it done now. You know what I mean? I actually rarely ride them. I do have a couple that are more riding material, but shit, this is really slick. I was not expecting this. That's what I was expecting. What is that? Mat under here. So the horse's tails are docked, which means they're cut short by the bone. And the reason why is because these are matted. Like her tail is not just, I'm trying to get through some areas, but some of it is actually just matted together due to how thick it is. So it's not ideal. Believe it or not, it should not be that dangerous to be behind here. So it's kind of tacky from her leave-in conditioner, but it's like nothing compared to what I thought it was going to be. So now we're going to move on to her mane, which this will actually get cut short for her. Oh, that's really soft too. Now, just have to trim it. Typically the way I trim it is I flop it over to the other side, comb it over, cut it, and then hope it comes back kind of looking normal. Right? So one flipped over, wish me luck, because it does not like this side. Which will be very helpful when she's in a hitch, because this is the side only one of my horses has their mane on. And of course, you want it to all match. Once I get all over here, so soft, so clean. So glad I don't have to braid hers. Brush it over.